Welcome to section 7.1 of genetics. In this section, we'll be memorizing X-linked recessive diseases. This scene will take place in an old couple's home during the Christmas season. First, we'll show a nice decoration on top of the Christmas tree. In this story, there will be an X on top of the tree, kind of like a star. The X should help you remember that this scene is about X-linked recessive diseases. Next, we'll add ornaments to the tree to make the scene a bit more festive. This should help you remember ornithine transcarbamylase deficiency. So, ornaments for ornithine. Okay, I should mention that this is taking place in a retired hunter's home, hence the antlers that are hanging on the wall. This trophy should make you think of X-linked adrenoleukodystrophy. It's next to the X on the tree, and adrenoleukodystrophy has the word trophy in it. So X and trophy should make you think of X-linked adrenoleukodystrophy. The retired hunter also has a bunch of hunting trophies on the fireplace mantle that are from his early hunting career. These trophies should make you think of Duchenne and Becker muscular dystrophy. So again, trophy for dystrophy. Okay, notice that this retired hunter has a bunch of guns on the wall and that he's reading a magazine. The trophies, gun case, and him sitting in the chair should all make you think of a retired hunter. This is different from the picture of autosomal dominant conditions where we showed the hunter actively hunting. So in this case, the retired hunter will represent Hunter syndrome. Huntington disease and Hunter syndrome can be a difficult point to memorize, so hopefully you'll be able to keep this straight by picturing the retired hunter. Notice that he's now shown with reading glasses. Most older people have a harder time reading without their reading glasses, so this seems to fit the story nicely. The glasses are clear, just like patients with albinism lack pigment. So the clear glasses should help you recall ocular albinism. He's also reading a magazine about hunting called Brute Force. The name of the magazine ties in nicely with the hunter theme. Just imagine that it has pictures and articles about hunting, guns, and the military. Brute Force is a title that sounds like it's related to the military, so this should make you think of Bruton A-gamma globulinemia. Okay, now we'll add a bottle of whiskey next to his chair that he's been enjoying while reading his magazine. Just imagine that it's the end of a long day and he's finally sitting down to read his hunting magazine and enjoy a bottle of whiskey. The whiskey will represent Wiskott-Aldrich syndrome. Like most hunters, this hunter has a dog that has helped him become the successful hunter he is today. He likes his loyal companion to stay close, so we'll show a dog on a leash who is tied up to the chair. The leash should help you remember Lesch-Nyhan syndrome. Like most hunting dogs, this one has a lot of energy and needs to be tied up on a leash because he's super hyper and would otherwise run around the entire house making a huge mess. So hyper dog for hyper IgM syndrome. We'll also show the dog eating some Philadelphia cream cheese with an apple and a banana. Our old hunter guy has had a long day and he's too interested in his magazine to pay attention to what his dog is eating. So just imagine that the dog got into the garbage and is now snuffing down the food, hoping he can finish it off before the hunter character will notice. The Philadelphia cream cheese sounds kind of like hemophilia, so Philadelphia represents hemophilia. The apple and banana should help you remember A and B. Outside of the house, we'll show some skid marks on the road. I like to imagine that the hunter came flying home in his car after a long day, so the skid marks are from his eagerness to get to his magazine and dog. The skid marks will represent severe combined immunodeficiency, or SCID. A monk may not fit perfectly with the holiday season, but we like to think of him attempting to share his religious beliefs with this hunter. So the monk represents Menkes disease. There will also be a fire hydrant next to the monk. A hydrant sounds like dehydrogenase, so this will represent glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase deficiency. Finally, we'll add the hunter's wife who is crocheting some fabric and enjoying the warmth next to the fireplace. So the fabric represents Fabry disease.